Hello again. In this short, I will present some information and another tip for success. This information and tip will hopefully help us to avoid one of the most frequent points of conflict in an accelerated 8-week online course. Manage time wisely and know the time expectations. The great thing about online classes is that they provide flexibility in terms of when you complete your coursework. And I have attempted to build maximum flexibility into the class. If you have a look at the syllabus, you will see that all of the assignments are due the last 2 days of each week, Saturday and Sunday, giving you the maximum flexibility in when you do the coursework. However, while an online class allows for flexibility in when you complete the coursework, they still require the same amount of work as traditional face-to-face 16-week courses. According to federal guidelines, a 3-credit-hour course, whether it's online, face-to-face, hybrid, upper level, lower level, 16-week, 3-week, 8-week, 6 weeks, no matter what, a 3-credit-hour course requires 112.5 hours of coursework, including in and out of class work. Now, this is an online course, so all of that is basically out of class work. Yes, I can do some lectures, and yes, we'll have some face-to-face meetings or virtual meetings, but mostly that's out of class work. This is also an accelerated online class, so that work has to be done in 8 weeks. This time expectation holds for lower level courses as well as upper level courses, for general education courses as well as courses in your major. What this means is that you should expect to put in the same amount of work into every course you take. It may seem counterintuitive that a lower level course, a general education course, requires as much work as an upper level course in your major. But consider this analogy. A student who earns her yellow belt, say this one right here, a student who earns her yellow belt probably put in just as much work and took just as much time in preparing to move from white to yellow as this blue belt did in preparing to move up from green to blue. In some ways, earning the yellow belt is even more challenging, more difficult than earning the more advanced belt, because the novice learner, the new white belt, has to learn a brand new set of skills and concepts and demonstrate those on the test, whereas the more advanced student has a more familiar foundation to build on. And so from this point of view, at least, it makes sense that an introductory course in an area of study you're unfamiliar with, like philosophy, might be as much work as or as hard for you as an upper level course in your major. In any case, even if you don't buy my martial arts analogy, it's still important that all courses comply with federal guidelines. The 112.5 hours for a 3-credit-hour course is a federal guideline. I didn't make it up. I just planned the course around it. The St. Ambrose University administrators didn't make it up. They just want us to follow it. All universities, SAU included, are required to be monitored by and receive their accreditation status from outside accreditors. In this case, our outside accrediting agency is the Higher Learning Commission. What this means for you is that your degree only counts, only guarantees your credentials to future employees if St. Ambrose continues to be an accredited university, which it can do only by maintaining federal guidelines. Therefore, you should expect to spend no less than 12 hours each week in this 8-week course. I have designed the amount of assignments and the length of assignments according to federal guidelines. If that's not a commitment you can make, given your other commitments, such as other classes, jobs, parenting or other caretaking duties, etc., then you may want to think seriously about whether this is the right time for you to take an accelerated online course. On the other hand, if you find yourself spending more than 14 hours per week on this course, please reach out to me because you are doing too much. To make sure you manage your time wisely, here's my tip for success. Familiarize yourself with the weekly course schedule that's laid out on the syllabus. It lists estimated time expectations for each assignment, reading assignment, writing assignment, whatever, for the week. Make sure that you're able to block out appropriate chunks of time so that you can complete the assignments each week and do everything else you need to do, and hopefully have a little bit of time to breathe and sleep. So that's all for that tip. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me through email or schedule an office hours appointment.